Today's question is, if you had an unlimited budget to do just one thing to any of your motorcycles, what one thing would you choose to do? Now, unlike Codger Biker, who decided to accessorise each of his motorcycles with a grid girl, I didn't go that way because, well, I'm thinking ahead and we all know how expensive the maintenance on one of those is going to be. In the case of the gutter sled, most of the improvements that I want to carry out are fairly affordable, but there are a couple which could soon get very expensive. So my dilemma is to pick just one of those. It's sorely missing some low down grunt, so a remap and some engine work would be a fantastic upgrade for it, but I'm hoping that my planned G2 throttle cam upgrade will kind of negate that, at least by a little. And then I thought about buying the unit garage conversion kit for the desert sled, which looks like an old Yamaha XT. But then I thought, I've not bought a Yamaha XT, I've bought a desert sled, so I poo-pooed that idea. There's something a bit more sensible and real world that needs attending to on this bike. Tubeless spoked wheels. Where I live and ride, there's no real necessity to be running tubeless tyres. I'm highly unlikely to hole or tear a tyre on tarmac roads, so having to remove a wheel and do a repair miles from home at the side of the road, or having to wait to be recovered, are potential hassles that it'd be great to be able to avoid. I had a snoop around online, and there's a fantastic company called HPS who do custom spoke tubeless wheels that would fit the desert sled. And I did toy with the idea of going full custom and giving my sled its own identity with colour coded wheels to match the paintwork. It would really help make the bike stand out. But in the end, I put 21-year-old Rob back in his box, and achy old Bob settled for as near to stock as he could get. Still, even at that, we're still talking about 2,300 quid. That's like a good 10 million Aussie dollars, isn't it? It's also a lot of recovery vehicle callouts, and when I put it like that, that's why this will only ever be a pipe dream. My unlimited cash upgrade for the Streetfighter V2 was a bit of a no-brainer. Since day one, I've been saying that the standard bike exhaust is just way too quiet and doesn't do this engine justice. Yeah, while riding it you get to appreciate the lovely induction howl that comes from below the tank, but the exhaust itself is very quiet. As you already know if you watch the channel regularly, I've hankered over the official Akrapovic system ever since the bike arrived in my garage, but it's still crazy money, well to me at least, and that's without Ducati labour rates and warranty issues added into the mix. But this is a fantasy video and I have an unlimited budget, so here we go. While researching the Accra, I spotted this dual underseat World Supersport Terminioni system, and I think it's a work of art. It's a gorgeous looking thing. Yes, you do lose some of the open lines below the seat, but it now looks so World Superbike, and it'll probably sound awesome too. If I find a video that demonstrates this, it should pop up in the right hand corner just now. There you go, short and sweet video. Those were my upgrades, which between both bikes and including labour would have cost me well over £6,000. It was that easy to spend new motorbike money on just two things, which is pretty mental when you think about it. Could you have spent more? Would you have gone for something different? Let me know in the comments section. And while you're doing that, I'm off to buy a Euro lottery ticket.